Alrighty, let's get started here getting Minecraft put up. PC games, there we go. Good morning, Aaron. What a morning. What an absolute morning. It's crazy to think 5 hours have already passed. 5 hours have passed in the blink of an eye, chat. How and what has happened to this day already? Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I'm late by 20 minutes, but hey, I'm here. So, just as the TLDR of why I'm starting late is it was about 5 minutes before stream when I got a message from Nikkei wanting me to, you know, giving me the campaign for the collab. Well, reading their rules and regulations and stuff specifically says do not mention any other IPs such as Arknights and Azure Lane and stuff like that. So I had to directly reply because they say they want your honest opinion. I had to reply and tell them I will have to decline doing the campaign because that one rule directly goes against the one thing I have against, one of the major grievances I have against the game, and I am not going to voice them without voicing that one. So therefore I am tied to not being able to actually speak my mind, and that this was a horrible idea to begin with. So they want my honest opinion. They can't get it because I'm not allowed to speak my mind about Ram, and Amelia being the gotcha sluts of gotcha games. Every game, they show up. So I am not able to say anything. So, what is that? I can barely read this, my eyes. A Hinitori, Torny, thank you for following, thank you for joining our request, welcome to the stream. I think that's what it is. I can barely read that text. It's so blurry right now. My eyes have not adjusted to this computer yet. Are you crafting a mine or mining a craft? Yes. Yes. Both. Both is good. So yeah, that's basically this morning. Also working, you know, all morning and stuff. So that's been my thing. I had to basically tell them, you've made this impossible for me to actually speak my mind, and you want my opinion. I cannot give it to you. So I cannot be a part of this campaign because I am held by what would you expect from a game called Unicorn Overload? I don't know. I'm pretty sure it'd be a pretty horny game. Get it? Unicorn, horny. Yeah, I may not be up enough. Interesting. Real-time strategy game. You don't say. There's some stairs. Okay, so we put it in 3 directions. One above the block, so it would be here. Well, crap, not there. Switch PS5. Okay. So like up there, up there, up there. We're gonna need a junk block of sorts, so I guess we're gonna need some stone. Might as well go see our crafting thing down here. The alternative ways are always more fun when you can emulate your fun. It's like playing the real thing, but not. Why play the real thing when you can play it in 4K? Doesn't play in 60 frames per second? Don't worry, we've got mods for that. Can't play it? We got mods for that. Doesn't fit your power fantasy? We've got mods for that. No. So, yeah, I had to do that email and get that sent out, so I'm gonna be shocked, honestly, at this point, if they keep me, because that's the second campaign I've turned down. And they're probably like, why do we have you if you're not gonna do these campaigns? Well, I'm sorry you did 2 crap ideas back to back. It's not my fault. It's not my fault you did the hot tub episode that nobody wanted to actually care about. And it's not my, problem. Yeah. that y'all decided to collab with frickin' ReZero. Of all the IPs you could have done, if you had done pretty much anybody but K-pop, I probably would have been chill about it. I mean, I still basically said, hey, don't go pull this because they don't value abnormals, but I would have been pretty chill. Not to the point where I'm literally telling people, do not go pull this crap. Did my driver's theory exam yesterday, and you failed miserably. Or you passed. I don't know. One of the two. You failed? How? How does one failed drive? Bro, do we need to play 3 too many wrong answers? Okay. Do I need to, like, sit down with you on, like, a driver sim and we go over this crap? Because this is, like, elementary. My dear Watson. Elementary. Alright, so I need... one... Yes, I know. And this is probably, like I said, I... Do you know what one of the questions you got wrong was? Like, you have my curiosity. First part is 25 with a required 13 correct answers. Second part is 12 and 10 needed to be correct. Third part is 28 and you need 25 correct. Okay. Alright, so hit me. What do we got? Alright, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 5 more, so 1 more set of stairs, and I should be done. Yeah, that should be it. Boom. Stairs. I had 3 wrong answers in the second part, 1 too many, and third 5 wrong. So you just barely failed. Okay. So... do you know what one of the questions you failed was? Or do you just not know? Like, do they not tell you? You failed, period. Or did they say, you failed and it was this, this, and this? Ah, that sucks. Just the subjects. Okay. Listen, if you tried to play the game like Grand Theft Auto, you probably failed. We're just gonna throw that out there. I'm not judging, but I'm slightly judging if you answered, run them all over. That's not how you do it. While it may feel like that, and there will be days where you're gonna sit there and question life, going, you know, just a slight little swerve and this could all be solved. Pedestrians have the right of way here at times. Oh, I know they do, and they should in certain case scenarios. Especially depending on what it is and where it is, will determine a lot of that answer. So, I mean, I'm not saying that's obvious, but yeah, no, I get that. Just the only rule that that doesn't apply to is New York City, where nobody cares. It's literally survival of the fittest. It's literally Darwinism at its finest. Which is fine. It's okay. We could lose a few village idiots every now and then. Nobody would care. Don't ask why I just noticed that those stairs were in that chest. We're just not going to talk about that. Okay. Maybe I should go to Poland for my driver's license. I just have to drive 500 meters and I get it. Can you drive 500 meters without crashing this car? Yes. Can you do it blindfolded? Is it a straight line? Yes. All right. I got it. I can do this. Just put the car and drive and let it coast for 500 meters. Is it a whole new level of reckless? Why? The car's gonna go straight. It's not gonna go anywhere other than straight down the line. You just need to keep it straight. As long as the car has perfect alignment, that car will roll straight. No drifting. If the tires are slightly out of alignment, your car's going to drift to the left or to the right. But if you knew your tires were perfectly balanced, your car will stay in a straight line and it will roll indefinitely because the transmission will just pull it. You know, full well the wheels will drift. Oh yeah, because nobody ever gets the balance like perfect unless you are dealing with those like motorsports. Then at that point, you might have a chance. Okay, so we need to think about this. I have not come to think about how we would do this. Oh, it's very... You only passed once. That's fair. Like, do you know any questions you... I mean, you absolutely. Do you, like, know what, do you know, like, kind of where you're like, what are you failing on? Like, do you kind of know... Like, is there anything specific that you're like, oh yeah, this keeps messing me up? And it's probably, like, tricky, like, logical questions sometimes where they want you to think. Environmental type questions. Like, when you mean environmental, like, what to do in X situation. Like, if it's icy and you start to drift one way. Pedestrians? That's fair. Alright, we might need to go get some diorite for this. Because we've got diorite stairs down the whole center, and then we got a diorite slab up at the top. So, how much diorite do we have? Diorite, stairs, slab, diorite, polished smooth, alright. Okay. Well, I will be curious regardless. See how that turns out for you. Okay, is the slab up against it? No, the slab is right above it. Okay, so we need a, like, dummy block up here. Well, this would actually be... Okay. Nope. That is not how that goes. No, I get that. Okay. Yeah, because we want to be able to see up in it. That's why we put the glass there. Maybe now that that is... Crunchy knees! Crunch berries. Brought to you by... Crunch berries. But hopefully you get it this time. It shouldn't be too much more challenging for you. A lot of the stuff you would think should be logic answers. Okay. So, we would need this, this. Okay, we do need a junk block up there. Okay, actually, you know what? To line this up, I will need a block. Like that, to get it started. Oh wait, I can just hit the ceiling? Oh, well then hold up. Hold. I forgot I could just pop the ceiling. this up. For some reason, I thought that that wasn't going to work. Alright, so we have that. Now let's go make some slabs. We're gonna need to go get more diorite. I like 1000% know this. Stone slabs. So yeah, we're just following the theme of this in here. Alright, now let's aim for that block. Now we just aim for this one. Give it to me! Meh! Hello there, good morning, dude. How's it going, Ace? No. Wrong block. It's going. I feel you on that, man. I feel you. All right. That one's complete. So, how should we do this? Getting that name, though, it just feels good when you finally get that detail taken care of. Because it's like that easy check mark that's like, okay, I'm done. I have this, at least. Like, no matter what, that's done. That doesn't have to go any further. Come on. Give me the hitbox. There you go. That's the way to do it right there. There we go. So you need a name. You know, I might almost have to playtest it with you some to help out with a name. Could probably think of something. Okay. So I take it you really got it polished down the other night? I know you'd mentioned you were gonna stream working on it. I popped my account into Lurk, but I was friggin' exhausted. Alright, so we have that. With Realms and Trials? Okay. It could be cool. You know what? That could actually, I think, spawn a zombie. It's 1 block high, which allows a little one to spawn, so we're gonna go ahead and cap that. Cap that. Post the vid on your YouTube. Okay. Check it out. Curious to see how this is gonna work out for you. Like, this actually sounds like a really cool idea. Alright, I need more diorite for stairs. I guess we're going with, like, the whole, like, double wide here. It was about the friends we made along the way. Alright, I have no idea what we're doing here yet. So, let's go ahead and while we're there, we need to make a soul lamp because we're missing I'm missing 2 soul lamps. So let's go ahead and get that taken care of. Yeah. If it can be betaed over the internet, I can totally help. Just explain me the rules like I'm 5 and I'll be good. Slightly joking, not joking. Alright, I don't think I would stash diorite over here for whatever reason. Normally it was going to the base at the time, but we're gonna check because we're over here. No, most of this crap needs to be blown up or melted. Alright, to the base! Eat that wet meat. Like, I've never played, I don't think I've really played TTRPGs, but I could probably figure out how to do it pretty easily. Because I am a master at playing the RPG. I have acquired a set of skills. Skills that make me a nightmare for people like you. Oh wait, hold on, my voice isn't nearly as gruff as it needs to be for that. Or wet. His voice is like, to get that grovel in his voice, my voice is not there to do that. Like, I can feel it all back in there, it's just like, not able. Yep, no, it's totally not there. Nope, it's just, it's not there. Alright, diorite. Like one more should be able to get me through that, and then okay. Oh wait, did I have 2 slabs here and not realize? Whatever, we'll just go back and deal with it. I think we got everything. If not, I'll be mad and we'll have to make another trip. This really did turn out a lot better than I thought it would. I'm sure that's enough. I could go mine some, but actually, there might be a good chunk up over there from the collecting and mining of crap over there. Now that I think about it, because surely we blew into some diorite into that mountain. That can't be all just stone. Like, that had to be chunks of gravel and, or not gravel, but of, like, granite and diorite in there. Like, that can't be all stone, can it? Can it? Can it really be? Over 9,000? Alright, so we have that. Yeah, no, this way. Plop. Plop. it's one of those. It's one of them. So I came up with a stamina system, kind of like gacha. So you get stamina pots for each thing. It costs X number of stamina. You can use it all in a turn or not. It refills at the next turn. Okay, so you're basically playing Hearthstone and like most of the trading card games. It's basically what you've turned it into. The trading card has like turn requirements. Like you have to you gotta have X turn. You gotta have X stamina per turn to be able to do functions. That's what it sounds like. Except for that one minor detail of being able to burn your stamina. So, how many blocks do we got here? 1, 2, and tree. What would happen if I just did this? And then to make it different, we... that. Hello there, how's it going? And then he realized what a dumb idea that really was. It was at that moment he knew that that was not the path to take. No! Now, would this be the path? Okay, I could DTF on that. So you're able to level it up. Okay, that's cool. So how you doing today? Yeah, that should be enough. Bit tired, but all good. I feel you. It's 8 a.m. here, and I've already been at it 6 hours. Oh, it's already 8 a.m. and I've been at it 6 hours. It's a day. It's a day. Alright, so we're gonna hit it from this direction. Bop, 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 and bop. No! No! Do I even sleep? Some. Occasionally. Someday I'll find what this sleep is. This mystical sleep I keep hearing people talk about. I think it's safer to say I nap than I sleep. I'm just saying. I nap, I don't sleep. Okay. So now we need some fences. Let's go make some fences. Well, I also forgot I didn't go over to my storage to go grab the soul lantern stuff. So we're gonna need to go make one of them! Because I didn't think at all. That should be enough. Someday I'll find sleep. Sleep will be fun. Sleep sounds like a fun person. Alright, so how did I do this? It comes off 2 up. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that's pretty easy. And then 1, 2. That's gonna royally trigger me that it had to be 2, but whatever, we'll deal with it. So let's say your stamina is low on hit points. You decide to attack the enemy, hoping to kill it instead of fleeing. You will spend all of your stamina to attack, but there still doesn't go down, so you burn more stamina, then you have to flee to finish it off. But your next turn, you are now winded and not able to use your stamina recharges. Okay. So I would have to playtest that with you to see how that actually works, but it sounds like it sounds like you may need to balance that a little bit more. Like, you can overspend, but you either gotta probably take damage, or you have to... I don't know, how would you do that? I know the exhausted state would have to be applied, which is kind of what you're saying. Yeah, I think that would just... I think I need to see that played out, but I mean, it sounds like a good idea. It really looks, so pretty and in harmony. Hey, thanks. We're trying to do something I normally don't do here, which is that. We're trying to put, you know, I'm not normally this type of builder, but I'm really trying to go above and beyond with that for this world. Something that I've never, like I said, I don't really do this. Alright, my soul stuff should be over here. In a chest. Alright, I believe it's soul sand? Okay, so I need coal, soul sand, and a stick. Alright. Surely I have some coal. Alright, we make some of those. Now I just need the nuggies, and we're good. Alright, let's make some nuggies. Okay, that's for the normal room. Alright, there we go. We've got all of our lanterns. It's a concept. Maybe you will be winded for more than one turn. It's a balancing thing for sure. It depends on what you are allowed. I guess it's really going to come down to what can be done in that. Like, how deadly can I be in that turn and exploit it? I don't think you should be able to take more than one turn. I think from the way I'm reading this, you're allowing me to take 2 turns and be winded. I think it shouldn't be 2 turns, but I should be able... Again, I want to play it your way, but it almost sounds like I get 1 turn, but I can do this one really crazy action in that turn that will pull me over, but I can't take a full action, see that I missed or didn't kill, and go again. I got basically, I get a shot at overkilling, but at the risk of me still not doing it and then dying or taking massive damage because I didn't do I didn't play it safe or however. Like, we would have to see how that actually works. Like, you'd have to give me what I could and couldn't do there. Alrighty, my little soul lantern buddy. You're gonna go right there. And welcome to the furnace. We've got fun and games. Furnace, welcome to the furnace. Actually, that's not nearly as bad as I thought it would be. These snozberries taste like snozberries. Alright, where are my berries? Don't make me farm these, because they just started glowing. And we got bones, so that's cool. Goes into every item. We'll have stamina to use it. Okay. No, I believe it. I will, like I said, I think not having the full perception of it makes this a little harder to foresee, but I'm willing to give it a shot exactly as is, just to see kind of what your idea is and how it plays out. Alright, so if I was to be bone meal, and I was to happen to do this. Okay. So did we place this? It's on the forward walking. Nope, it is on both. Okay. So it's there. It's there. It's there. It's there. It's here. It's here. 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 All right, I do need more. Go ahead and start lighting up the tops because we want all these to be glowing at least. They'll grow on their own. Alright, screw it. We'll smash the bones. So I need how many more? We need 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need 4 more. 4 more berries. One, 3, 4. You look pretty dull. Have a berry. Oh, wait, hold on. Whoops, never mind. Do the lamps prevent? Yes. So there's enough light in this room, as it is right now, to prevent any mob from spawning. Like, this is enough light, plenty of light to prevent any mob in any shadow from spawning. It's actually quite bright in here, to be honest. So, what? Hello there. How's it going, Narama? That light on is signaling that our light is on in the grinder room. So, okay, Trident's actually in there. So yeah, we've completed the room. Looks out to the grotto. We do know we're gonna have to patch a little bit of that right there, because we found that out in the test last time. Oh snap, look who's coming back to the Plot Hunters. The longest sub of the account. Narama, welcome back. 44 months of subscribing. You're the realest of the real, the best of the best. The OG of OGs, the #1 supporter. Thank you so much. Can we get some plots in chat? Thank you so much for the continued support, man. I really appreciate it. For real, man. Oh yeah, I forgot about putting the blue accent light back here. I forgot all about that. Have a berry. Do any of these look a little abnormally dark? Yes. Have a berry. I need more bone meal, because that could use a berry right about in there. But it's fine. This is fine. So now we have to basically wait for this to grow. Oh hey, it's already starting to grow. What do you know? But there's nothing really in here yet, and I don't know how we're gonna decorate the room on this side. It was more getting this done. Now I just need to finish this, which I guess is gonna be more of that. Did I put any detail into this that I'm not like remembering? No, it's flush. Okay, it's flush, so we'll do it. Pretty simple stuff. Whoops. Nope. Mission failed. Alright, so I need a stone block there. There we go. Fairy Tail is my #1 anime. Yes. Absolutely love that darn show. Fairy Tail is definitely top 3. So #1's Fairy Tail, #2 is #2 is Overlord, and #3 is whoops, I forgot about those. Is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon? Find a theme there? Do you sense a theme with those shows and what I like to watch? Can you sense it? This so doesn't line up and it triggers me, but it works because it technically works. Because the room is designed off of this. The expansion is here. This is so triggering to me. But it's the only way to make it work. I don't know if I can live with this. This is absolutely triggering me. Maybe I do need to break it down the hall. Maybe I do need to break and just put it into, like, run this through here as it turns. Because this is absolutely triggering me seeing it done like this. Alright, I can't do it. I can't do it, chat. I can't. It's gotta go. This has to be done differently. All right. So, what have we learned from this experiment? Simple. I need my diorite. Isabella. And who's from Danmachi? So actually, it's Altair, Albedo, and then from Danmachi, the Amazon twins, Tiona and Tione. I'm somewhat a man of a culture myself. Also, Aisha would actually. I actually think it probably is Aisha over. Yeah, it's Aisha over Tione and Tiona. Although, yeah, I'd let them degenerately do whatever they wanted to me. That's fine. This is fine. It's acceptable. I'll live a happy life. You can know I died peacefully. Death by Snoo Snoo is completely acceptable here. But yeah, a lot of people think it's Urza. I just like that Urza image for the Plot Hunters thing. It's such a great subbing thing. But definitely. Oh yeah, I forgot. I need to do some like stuff with like that stuff. So we know we're gonna come through here. But yeah, not a lot of people end up catching, because it's not really, I don't really talk about it that often, but Altair is totally the ultimate waifu of Fairy Tail. Also one of the best turnaround stories, actually one of the best character arcs in the game, or in the series, is her. She has such a powerful story in that series. All right, so we're going this way, this way, there. That's gonna feel so much better. So it would actually need to be this taken up, that taken up. There we go. Whoops. I'm awake now again? Good. Get your rest. Get your rest. Alright, so we're gonna put this one higher. This shouldn't trigger me nearly as bad. Right. There we go. Just use that to pin that one, and then I can get rid of this one. I hate how slabs jump to stuff like that. There we go, whatever. Alright. That's normally not a great way to start the thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need 2 sets. Alright, let's go make 2 sets of stairs, and we have the room complete. It is complete! Listen, I fear no person, but I fear Juvia. I'm just saying. Juvia is like the one that, you know, you're safe if you're with her. She is technically the ultimate waifu. She will go literally murder anyone that steps in her way. Physical murder will be committed. Yes. Okay, because I just saw that detail. We're gonna take that down. The crazy ones are always best in bed. 100%. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Alright, so we're gonna add that. This is fact IRL? Yes. You can 1000% bank on this. Alright, so we have that little detail. We'll go let him in. Go let him in. Alright, so now here's a question for a potential answer. And also some spare diorite. If I was to lay thy here, bollocks. And Juvia is always wet. I see what you're doing there. I see what you're doing. You're not wrong. You're so not wrong. Juvia is very wet. But still, all to your best, girl. Just gonna throw it out there. All to your best. I did this wrong. I did this wall wrong. I admit it. And I think I know why I did this wrong. I'm about like 90% sure I know why I did this wrong. But I'm gonna do it again anyway. Actually, that doesn't look as bad as I thought. I really need to go repair this pick. That doesn't look as bad as I thought it would. Again, you're not wrong. Actually, you know what? Let's just say she has the best redemption arc, alright? She has the best redemption arc. What can I say? I'm a sucker for crazy, alright? Why does that detail need to be there? It does nothing. Alright. So let's show you how efficient this gold farm really is. Whoops. To be fair, though, we don't actually ever see what the manga ends up showing of Gray and Juvia. Like, it kind of stops. You are becoming death, destroyer of a pig world. Yes, all for their EXP and their gold. The spring anime lineup is gonna be insane. So many good shows. Get out of bed, Zoo. Go do your stuff. Come on. Go, go, go. While we're here... Wait, you are become death, destroyer of pig world? Oh. It's blurry, dude. I can barely read chat right now. It is kind of like a blurry mess. I can kind of see what's going on over there. Kinda cannot. The thing is it clears up as the morning progresses at this point. I don't know why. At some point. at some point. Alright, while we're waiting for this to level, let's quickly take a look at listen, I know why they're blurry. I'm like 90% sure I know why they're blurry. Considering I've been staring at a screen all morning, yeah. More likely dehydrated? Well, that's a possibility. Alright, monster hunting and mining, gather ore. So for the next, like, 2 weeks, we can get some pretty expensive crystals. Macalods are about to be sitting on the market. Natchpotes. Class changes, don't care. Simplified cooking bonuses. Bonus quests. Okay. Alchemy byproducts. Increased probability of the alchemy stones, Caphras, and leather glazes. Caphra stones are listed under the probability of chances compared to the removed Caphra stones, allowing you to obtain more Caphras than before. I don't think I like this. So they removed the golden backpack, which was 5 mil, the golden bars, and I looted 1,000 G gold bar. Okay, so if I'm earning EXP, that's full. So that doesn't seem better unless we're looting these alchemy stones. Let's see, your daily wiki boss summon scrolls. Changed the repeat boss summon scroll through the black spirits will no longer be available. Boss summon scrolls already in possession will not be deleted for 2 weeks and will be converted into server according to their value afterwards. Boss summon scrolls will be converted into silver. Okay, so change summons will no longer... The buff scrolls will no longer be dropped from monsters, alright. Wow, holy crap, we can now use silver to complete items versus pearls after how long? Mounts, quest knowledge, UI web, modified changes. Alright, so basically nothing. It's 10 million a rip though. To start, up to, I think I saw 10 billion a rip. Alright. Turn that off. Go ahead and get some looting 3 action while these finish burning off. Yeah, it sounds OP, but to give you an idea here, the 2,160 minutes is 700 million. 10 minutes or less is 10 million. So basically, it's a million. It's a million up to 96 minutes. After that, it gets increasingly more. All right, so those are done. All of our tools are patched up here. Okay. So I think my OCD is telling me to fix this now. I think is what my OCD is telling me to do. Hold up. Up. There we go. Turn the corner. It's just up there backwards. That's why it doesn't look right. The corner. And now it looks like I thought of the idea all along. Alright. Yeah, look at that. Look at that! It's as if I thought about this the whole way through. I'm so OP. All right, we did it. Oh, okay. So we've got that little detail in there. We've got that. It looks like we actually planned this thing in here, you know? Kind of fitting. All right, I think that detail's got to go for here. Because unfortunately, the direct mirror is where my switch is, and I can't do that because that has to be that block, unless I put that block right there and just ran it all the way up. I mean... Am I dumb? Nope. There it is. I mean, it's technically the mirror now? No, this isn't right. My brain's going full Papega on me. And you never go full Papega. Alright. Oh, I see what it is. So... Okay. I'm gonna say that block should be blocking lava. Okay. So... we just need to see... okay. So the light is functioning, so we are technically still close enough. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh my god, we're like right at the edge. We are like right at the edge of that being like almost too far. So it frames that off. Which now almost makes me wonder if I wanted to go long term on never walking. Well, no, I couldn't. I couldn't drop a lava blade through here. Actually, I could. Because it would land there. This would obviously have to be stone. And it would be a duplicate of this. But also, that needs to be stone as well. So this would have to be stone here. Turn that on so it'll kill him. got me thinking, chat. It's got me thinking. So this would be glass coming all the way down, and that would be a lava blade going through here. All right. It's happening. It's happening. Don't panic. Let's go see what time of dayage nightage it is up here. Alright, it's completely day. Ugh. Noon. Alright, plenty of time. So I'll take you all, for those who haven't seen it, we'll take you down the nature path. The eventual path to the corrupted nether region. So you can come through here. It's gonna be all that. And then we get to corruption, more corruption, even more corruption. We're officially in the nether, boys and grills. Leftover TNT, alright. Yeah, this is gonna be wild to see when we actually get to it, because this is just a temporary, this path is temporary until we can actually get, you know, in here. We gotta collect so much lava. Oh yeah, did I tell you I was collecting lava? It's random, it's per tick, determines which one hits, but we've got to fill this entire floor with lava. I haven't actually counted the per block area of this, but this whole floor will become lava at some point. The way we're gonna do it is literally just start, like, right here, mine down one, place lava block. And we're gonna do that all the way around. Now, the even more crap thing is I need to make an obsidian ring around this. So that this block right here, all the way around, is obsidian. It's a lot of lava. Also, the poor... Actually, you know what? Let me just show you real quick the beta test of this, and you'll kind of see what we're talking about. Because I don't think I've actually showed this off in a while. Especially on stream. I know I showed this to somebody recently, but it's been a while. But this is the mock-up project that I did. You know, I always talk about build, do your test your builds. Don't just try to YOLO it, because there are some things that are near irreversible and you don't want to... When you're really trying to plan something unique out, you don't want to screw with it. Nah, raw dog everything. X'd out on this. So, this is the mock-up of what it would kind of look like at night as far as the inner canyon is concerned from down here. Now, the Crying Obsidian was marking a rough corruption area that I want to do. I will need to obviously perfect this over time because it's too small. But the idea is that it will kind of have this look as we get up in here. So the way this will work is as follows. Down here, we have an obsidian layer, which will go all the way around the ring on the inside. So the very bottom layer is obsidian to give it the illusion this is obsidian all the way around underneath here. I will not convert this floor to obsidian to then fill it with lava. No. But I will fake it by making it look like the ring is above it. Then we're going to hit the black rock with some gilded blackstone in it to give it another layer aspect. And then we will use, we'll use ancient debris as a decorative block in here. Right at this bottom 2 layers to give it a nethery feel. And then the rest of this will progress into a netherrack-like substance with the grasses and dirts being on the top from each region. So that you'll have the green, the bluish type dirt, and you'll eventually have the reddish type dirt mixed in here with all sorts of burning and stuff with the Alchemist Tower in the center. So... I'm working on, trying to figure out if this is truly big enough to design something like this. But this is the idea for the tower. This was just me showing how we'll go in and replace, the blocks. This whole thing will have to be replaced block by block to create this torn and tattered explosion cavity we've put in here. But the idea is that it'll have this cool, glowy feel. And if we fly up high enough, you'll see why I said this doesn't look as right. I need to really work on changing how this arc comes. Because I did it, if you look at it from this way, it looks wide. But when you look at it this way, it's narrow. So we want to bring it out a little bit more over here and around so that it looks like it's corrupting more from the fallout came this way of it. And it'll be a cool little microbiome that we explode into this world someday. So, it's a lot of lava. A lot of lava. A lot of pools of lava. We will be chugging fire resistance potions as we work on that project. I will have a chest full of max fire resists. If I get even the remote bit suspicious, because I will just be walking around in lava. Chilling, just walking around in lava. There's no other way to do that. So that's probably the biggest project we have for this world is going to be building that. Everything else is just fun and memes at this point. So I'm trying. Like I said, I normally don't do giga builds. I'm not that creative normally when it comes to playing Minecraft. So I'm really trying to branch out and really think about the details on this world. And it's challenged me to do some interesting things I didn't think I could do. Yeah, the amount of terraforming is kind of, like, nauseating, but then I realize I have the best friend ever, and, she's a pro at it. And I'm sure with some snacks, I can probably, convince, Flutter to, potentially come help that day when that happens, and, yeah, it'll be fun. Oh yeah, I need glass. Before I even go, I need glass. Because honestly, I think I won't be, like, as much as I say I'm gonna do that by myself, I don't think I can do it. I think I will honestly go, someday, if I don't have somebody actually going along with it. I see panes, but I don't see glass. Do I have some down here still? So, I might have to recruit Flutter for it. She did help a little bit with the, up by the villager trade hall, I had a mountain. Honestly, it's just easier for me to show this. This is just easier. Let's just show you. And since I can fly faster, let's see here. Time set day. Alright. So, Flutter came over one day on stream. I could sense the triggered from chat. And she just, like, I'm gonna log in and I'm helping you. This is painful. I can do this so much faster. I'm like, fine. So, when I originally cut this out, this was actually there. And how this mountain came up to right about there. Maybe right around in here. Was a level somewhere around in here for this corner to probably right about here. The land kind of rose up and came over here. So it was a hard cut in the land right on that angle. So she helped clear this out and smooth this out. The same was for right here. It was also hard cut right on the path. But it was only, I think, right about here it kind of came up. But it didn't get nearly as high. It was several blocks up, so I want to say it was somewhere... Yeah, it was somewhere around that high, so it wasn't completely up to the ceiling. But the land was definitely... I want to say... somewhere in here was the flush level for it. So, around this block height. And then... the most egregious of them all was probably right through here. Also cut up right on the edge of this. All of that was up to the corner of the roof from right about here. And we lowered this down over here. I had to literally, my job at the end, yeah, all this in vanilla. I had to basically go to the, at the end of this, I had to go to the, I had to go to the gold grinder, charge my shovel, bring it back to her, and I would have to either take the other shovel or the other pick and go mend it. And I was constantly running the tools because she was burning so much durability, lowering this from the flat level down over here. And then we did a little bit of terraforming over here. I was working back here on this corner, kind of shaping this up, pulling down a few of the mountains to make it not look so stair-stepped. And then I added in the this little waterway up to here, which will eventually come back here and polish this off to not make it look so fake. But I also don't know what we're gonna do back here, so I'm kind of just waiting. But yeah, we had to terraform this whole area from where this was put up to here. Because this was the idea was, I had seen this lake when I came, because spawn is somewhere for the world spawn, instant spawn in for this world if you generate the seed in 119. I want to say is somewhere over in here. Inside this island right here. When I started, we went that way. And then we worked our way over here. Came around, that was obviously still a plains. So I came back over here because I saw this, and I was like, well, let's see what's around here. Found this lake. It wasn't nearly as cool. This was just a bunch of plains and stuff over here. We added in the lake here. This lake was natural. And then this was just plains. This had a higher end mountain. This mountain used to be, I think, about that tall. Yeah, somewhere around in there. Also, if you notice, something's missing right here. From since I did this. Let's go over here, and then all of a sudden you're gonna be like, wait, there's more. Since we did that test over on that, we built this. All this terraforming right here. Creating this river system for Brown Panda Island. So we created a little island in the middle of this land to give this like a little sanctuary where we're going to store several of the brown pandas as they spawn in. We'll name tag them and put them over here. So we really ended up shaping this area quite a lot on my own. Thankfully able to make it look somewhat believably natural. Water normally doesn't spawn in that jagged, but I couldn't be asked to do it. So I did this to make it look cool. So we have a little sanctuary here that they cannot get across. That was the big important thing. Because we want them isolated. We don't want them to be able to... We don't want brown pandas to be able to, like, start wandering around. So that they'll stay in this one little area. So it's been some terraforming. You know, we're slowly working down towards this. I think we decided... I was talking with Flutter about this a while back. And this is disgusting. Like, I don't want to think about this. Or, I don't want to go to survival. I want to go, game mode... created. I think we talked about doing these. Around the base of this whole thing. If anybody knows what these are, you know how insanely expensive these things are to make. So you know that doing this and the place you have to farm to make these is asinine at what I'm looking at doing here. Yeah, about that. About that. Yeah, so... sea lanterns. A wonderful thing. Absolutely. And I mean absolutely abysmal to go make. Absolutely abysmal to make. Why? Why do you say? Why? Why are they so bad to make? Hold my beer. Slash time set day. Wait for bones to stop burning. Bro. Per one, may we add. So we're gonna have to go make a sea temple farm to make sea lanterns. And I see people like, yeah, well, this is a bit of a masochist project. So I was debating, like, do I want to do the glowstone variation, which is infinitely cheaper and easy to do? Witch farm makes tons and tons of this crap. But the thought of literally leveling a sea and having to build a sky fortress, basically, of glass, taking out every water source block to build a sea guardian farm, or a guardian farm. Sorry, kind of makes me a little in the back of the throat to think about that, because those structures are friggin' enormous. I actually think I know where mine is. Hold on. All right, then we're gonna use the cheat of all cheats. Good old night vision potion, and I'm about like 70% sure there's one out over here, because I remember hitting the thing. And if not, I know where one is. I'm not gonna go teleport because it's over to it's somewhere over where the mesa is, but I'm pretty sure there's one out over here. Because this gets out into the deep, I think this gets out into deep ocean over here. There should be a temple out over here that I was looking at building. Let's see if I can still find this thing, because it's been a while since we came out into the ocean over here. There it is. So, there's the temple. here. So we have... We're gonna have to completely drown this area out with sand. Alright, so if I remember correctly, I think you don't... I'm not sure how far you have to go out, but just to give you an idea. If we come off the 4 corners... This is why this is a masochist project. May we add. This makes me feel very, very, very grateful that I have a mesa with 5 deserts around it. Project. So this, plus whatever I think needs to be spawned outside. This is one of those monstrous... Had to wash dishes? Welcome back. This structure right here, plus whatever we need on the outside of that, has to be filled in with sand, walled off. The water cannot be around that chunk of this temple. I don't remember how many blocks it has to be, the water has to be away from the temple. You have to then move water up above this chunk so that it still recognizes it as a temple. And then you build the grinder that kills these things. But this all has to be dry land. So not only do I have to kill every source block here, just remember, you have to drown all of this crap out too. The whole thing just needs to get demolished is the easiest way to do it. Literally kill the sand and then go in and drown it to the floor. Unless I have to keep this structure, I would just level it down to the bottom level. Which is... how many blocks? So we're at 61. 38. Yay, water temple. Oh yeah, and it's in the structure of, you know, yeah. So, I would have to do all of this. We Legend of Zelda. So I gotta build this grinder to go put the water, to go put the lanterns around. Spring breaks next week? Oh yeah, it's about that time, isn't it? Soon. Very soon. So, yeah. That's, it's this time where kids fornicate, around the beach. Am I even going the right way? I don't even know. Not that it really matters. All right. It's been 84 years. Yeah, it's been a hot minute. All right. So yeah, that's the other big grinder project. And then here's the thing. I have to make sure I find the Bedrock rules for this because I'm not playing Java. I'm playing Bedrock. So any micro discrepancies that normally might not show up might show up now when I go to make that. All right, we did a good job here. I'm gonna pat myself on the back. You know, job well done. Wait, why am I doing this? I can just go ahead and put glass here. And like so, we have ourselves another lava blade. Ta-da! And there we have it. Nice. All right, so let's take a walk through real quick. It's looking pretty cool. Obviously, still gotta remove, like, the beds and clean up all the chests and stuff, but, like, it's getting there. This might have to be changed. I have to look at that. And then now this is starting up. So yeah, we'll have to figure out something to do with this room at some point. Overall, we have it well lit in here for RTX. This is a lot brighter in normal. If you were to just play normal Minecraft, this room's bright as everything. You're probably like, that's way too much light. But again, we have to kind of drown it out to make RTX fake what we want it to look like. Obviously need some bone meal to make these things have some berries to make it a very berry area. This might be the only issue I have with it. Is this. Do I end up changing it to match this? I don't have a precedent for this, so I don't really know. I wouldn't be resting. If I was consistently losing my phone that way, I would probably find a new way to hold my phone. Like, as a normal person, sitting on the desk, sitting in my pocket, sitting on a stand, laying on your bed, in your hand, on my lap, destined to fall. Destined to fall. So, the major thing we'll need to do when we get in here is clean up the bottom of this. So that this actually looks, like, intentional. We need to get that cleaned up at some point over there where the, auto sorter is, just so that we can't see it from up here. But yeah, this is it. It's done. I think we are officially done. I just need to figure out if I'm going to do this. Right there, if I'm going to leave that built in to the wall. Because actually, if that's the case, then I would need to remove this. I would. Because my OCD is going nuts here on this. We would need to remove this set of blocks here. Carefully, because I'm not sure if lava is being... You know what? We're just gonna... Okay. It's safe? Question mark? Okay. It is safe. Barely. But it's safe. And now that is walled in there properly. And I'm not going, oh my god! Now this one has one black on each side. So now that actually may help save that. It's got the deep slate tiles on each side. Yeah, alright. I'll stop screwing with it, because there's no point. There is no point. It's done. So... At this point, it's basically get everything to the storage room and sort it out. Because we need to clean up some of these chests, get the beds established. I mean, we may end up having to make this a bedroom or something. I don't know. Where do you sleep? I sleep next to the zombie grinder. Where do you sleep? I sleep next to the piglin grinder. But in the last, like, 4 Minecraft sessions, this really took shape. And I mean, really took shape here. And what we've done looks pretty cool. And of course, the old school room that we still have. So we're wanting to let's go ahead and export this to dayth of today is the 20th. Making sure we have this backed up because we do not want to lose that. All right, now we'll copy it, and we're gonna mess around with this a little bit. Very creative name, right? This will probably be the this will probably be the last project we do on this world before the SMP. Is we're going to make the auto sorter for this. Now the question is, where in the F are we gonna put it? So that is our auto clock for the room. So we're right here is the auto sorter for this. All right. We knew that we were looking at cutting in right here on this. This is such a interesting issue to have. Hello there, how's it going, DMK? How you doing today? Because we've got our auto sorter right here for our gold grinder. Can't mess with it. We have our auto sorter right here for the squid farm, so can't mess with it. We have limited real estate around this area that we have to build with. And that's kind of an issue. So we have the delivery system here for the squid farm that delivers up. Hello there. How's it going, Karma? And unfortunately, we have the old school auto loader here that works functionally beautifully. We can load crap in here and it sends it off. The issue is chunks. It doesn't work that well. So, we're leaving it there just as a mechanical feat that we achieved in here. So, my idea is I guess I'm going to bring it under the staircase here. And I see no other reason for needing anything else around this system. Because I believe this is the, yeah, this is the redstone line that we had to make that goes up to the tower to get up to the thing. No, there's not. So my best case scenario here is, all right, so that's the bubble elevator that's making the, for the zombie, yeah, that's the bubble elevator right here for the zombie grinder that goes right there. Yeah, so the issue that I'm running into with that system is this. So the minecart stops right about here on around this gold track here when I release it. So then it has to go around here and it stops again. It comes over here and stops over here. It comes through over in here and stops again. It goes all the way to my unloader right here at my storage room. So we're right here. This is physically impossible to send it in one send this way. On my world, it wouldn't be an issue because it's just me, myself, and I. But I can't permanently load this run to keep that always loaded. At least not that I know of. Let's go to our great friend Google. Load chunks in Minecraft Bedrock. Permanently. The most common way of making sure a chunk always stays outside of spawn chunks are always loaded. Move an entity, usually an item, through a nether portal or using hoppers on the chunk border between spawns or any other chunk that is loaded and unloaded. I can always use /force command, force load. You can use the force load command to control whatever chunks are force loaded in a world. A chunk that is force loaded will load consistently. So let's see if this works. This would be a little bit of cheating, but let's see if this works. All right. So, game mode. Survival. Whoops. All right. Force load. Unknown command. Cannot be done in the Windows edition. All right? So that's why, this is why we always tell people you have to be careful between what information you get when you search for Minecraft crap on Google, because it does not really know the difference between the two. So supported platforms. Java, yes. Pocket, Windows, Xbox, PS, Wii, Switch, Nintendo, Education Edition does not support that command. And you have to have cheats turned on, it says, to do this. So we would be SOL. But this is a Java command we could have done. So, once again, internet misinformation and why we're making the Mastercraft series at some point is to educate people on Bedrock in a much deeper sense Because at that point, if it was just me, I'd say F it. I would literally load the chunks needed from my... Basically, I would keep... The chunk that needs to be loaded would be from right here. So right at the doorway, so that the auto dumping system would have worked, because this was going to have a unique and ornamental, to say the least, unloading system, so that I could constantly be throwing materials in here. We would have several chests that would dump into a very large chest bin. Probably doing a bubble elevator to move it to another area to just compile. Anyway, I would have, at that point, force-loaded this whole thing. And not given two craps. That would have force-loaded this whole region to consistently stay updating. All through this. Turn it wherever it need to be around here. Load this. You can see the cart going right there. Load that. And then we would have to load all the way up to like right at the edge of this around the area. Would consistently and permanently have to stay loaded in my world to run that. So it was a wonderful system. It works beautifully. It will lock and unlock. You can keep stuff slammed in these chests, and it will do its job. I was so proud of my accomplishment to the moment I realized. Well, this is just my world. This thing can chug any one of my whatever resources I have. I've got 64 gigs of RAM. Good luck. Have at it. So it could have whatever it wanted. I would imagine. So basically, I need to get far enough away at this point to be underneath this staircase to build another loading system. Which means I need to figure out a place to put a compartment. Or we dig down and go under to the basement below this to keep it away from... So basically saying we would turn through here, and instead of going forward, we go down. I mean, we'll probably end up hitting some crap. Yeah, we'd end up hitting this. Most likely. Because if I don't want to build too far out that way. The question is, do I really need that under here? So, let's do at least one test. So let's do, let's get out in creative up here. All right. And let's try something. Okay. Oh, I see what the issue is. Alright, so we're gonna need this dry. Alright. And let's get the... Let's get a rough coordinate so that we can figure out roughly where we want to drop this. Let's assume we say screw it and we take it under. We need to go to around... Let's take it around to 20. So we'll come down to like 30. Bringing a line straight down from 30. So let's grab a... night vision potion here, because we're just gonna... So we said we're gonna take it down to 30. And then we're gonna aim it that way. Alright. So this is the issue about trying to mass place hoppers. Let's just do... probably faster to do it this way. Place something there so that we don't get mob spawn when we come back. Alright. Now we'll go down through spectator. Alright, so let's take it over... I don't really mind building it under the base. But let's just get it under the staircase. So let's take it over to, for the sake of the test today, to 390. Whoops. Because I don't even know if this will actually work. All right. Okay. So we're gonna line it up there. So this is the one thing I hate about hoppers, is that the default action has to be squatted to do. Alright, now just to make this easy for me, we're just gonna do this. Because again, testing, I don't care. Alright, and let's see where we are at the... Alright, and creative. Now, just to say we are a ways away, we're gonna place a torch here. Torch there. That already tells us what we need to know, I hope. And then... chest. All right. Whoops. IR pay good. So we want to be on this side. We're getting iron delivered, so it works. So that should... yeah, it's safe down here. So this should work. Yes. So that should be coming from up at the grinder. Which we're gonna fake load this thing real quick. So there we go. That's the inventory. Now, if this is working properly, this little chest down here should start getting iron blocks relatively soon, if not already. Oops. So, we can create an auto sorter all the way from that, and it's still delivering the iron consistently to that system. So, it's plausible. The biggest thing we have to do is make sure to keep that unspawnable with leaf blocks, which is easy. And we just need to stop the water because that is in a lake. So we just need to stop the water from being drownable. And basically we would just need 3 simple chests. We need a chest row for iron. We need a chest row for the poppies, and we need a chest row for the string. The string is the least common drop of that. But you can see that we are consistently still feeding, and I left that literally now probably a minute ago. It's still feeding in, so it's not just what's in the pipe. We're getting items that should be dropping from the system now. So I see this as a proof of concept. It works. So all we need to do is create a chest system probably as deep as the looting 3 chest. So at least 6 deep from wherever we want the floor to be. We need to build up 6 blocks, I think is what we have. How many is the 2, 4, 6? Yeah, at least 6. At least 6 chests high, because this is meant to AFK with looting 3. This will never have looting 3, so... But this consistently runs. So, we will end up needing to build a piping system like this down here. And we just need to find where we want it. That's the only thing we have to do. Find out where we want this, and it can be put into the game super easy. See, it's still loading iron that I put into the chest. So it's moving everything. You can probably come over here and see it. Yeah, you can see the 1 block is consistently ticking through the hopper. It's gonna look like it's not changing, but that's the block reappearing every time. This is some very creative thinking. I don't really think so, Zoo. I think this is a... This doesn't feel that creative to me. This just seemed like a logical process of using hoppers. I use hoppers for... No, I wouldn't say it's a dumbass. It's just... My brain goes to using hoppers as a delivery system. Like, that's just how I use and think of hoppers. Move item from place to place. So yeah, right now it's moving poppies. Probably that stack of poppies. Yep, you can see it changed over to iron, so it came through. Right now, no loot. So the next time a golem dies, you'll see whatever it drops cycle through this hopper. There you go. So the question now is, where do we put it? I can do a couple different things at this point. Since proof of concept works, is... Where is the room? So the question would be, do I want to go this way? Or do I use the little bit of space I have left here to come out here, build a hallway around this, and park it right over in here? Like, do I want to park it basically right where I'm looking at? So right in this region here. Do I want to park it here? I don't mind putting it over here if I have to. Because I can come out wherever the... Yeah, it's right here. So I can come out of this, and I can dig down, and I'll be just fine if I need to put it lower. I just have to get around this wall here so that I'm not cutting into that. So it is cheaper for me to come make that a hallway, I believe, than it is for me to dig all the way out and go under this base. And basically we would build a little room probably like this. So here would be the thinking. The thoughts. Okay, so we have this, which is our known, alright? So that y'all can see it a little bit easier. Just pop that right there. Alright. So we wouldn't want to change... This would obviously get converted to look more like the room. So let's just say... Oh, not concrete, terracotta. Alright, so, you know, whatever. We got, you know, some roomage like this. Alright. You get the point. Alright, we got some stuff here. Then we know we're gonna convert this, you know, over like that. So... Ta-da, it's framed in. Alright, so we've got some stuff here. Well, we don't want to see this, so... At some point, that's got to get closed off. This is gonna get closed off, because we don't want to see that crap. Alright, so we know that this is a hard wall, so if we're gonna make a path, let's say, you know, here. So we got two, you know, got a full wall right here. Alright, so we have our path coming out. Now we just need to clear... Doesn't really matter. We just need to clear... 265 is what we have to clear. Going this way. So, at this point, we're safe, so we'll dig out one more. Put a wall there. And if we did this correct, we're on the outside of that. And now we can do whatever we want. So we could now turn this. This can come downward if we want. This can stay level if we want. It doesn't matter. I can infinitely move that piping system however I want to fit the system. The only issue is I do not want to break into this wall here. So I do have a little bit of worry about coming over too far this way. Easy fix though if we punch it. Just place some stone and move back that way some. So we've got room. I mean, we don't need this thing massive. That's the cool thing. We don't need it massive. So let's say we walk in. All right. So this is our center path. Okay, so we need plenty of chests. All right. So let's have a chest right here. So we're gonna need that. That. And that.
Hello there.
Hello there. Okay. So, chest number 1 will be iron. Now, this is going to drive my OCD crazy, but F it, we're not worried about it. We'll just pretend these are all in the same row because I built this the right way. Alright, so we know we'll need at least a poppy. Because poppies are the second most highest one, we need poppy there. And now we will take another chest. We only need 1 string. Aw, snap! We love a good plot. Thank you so much, Chloe, for the 2nd month. Welcome back to the Plot Hunters. I greatly appreciate the support. Can we get some plots in chat for Chloe? On our way to the lands of plot. Alright, now we just need 1 more, which is right here. And that needs to be an iron ingot. And this. Hello there, how's it going, Breezer? Oops. No. Will need to be that. So, for our auto sorter, we need in total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, we need 6 rows. So that it will, if for whatever reason we don't get to it and it clogs up to the top, it will jump over to the second, it'll jump over to this next one. And we'll have 2 rows of poppies, so when the poppies fill up, we'll get over there. String will never fill up. So, spectator... So, that's kind of the footprint from here. Now, we have all that latitude there that we can basically drop this wherever. Been trying to get a Killer Wife event on, and I won't think I'll get it anytime soon. Kind of not. I mean, unfortunately, you may end up having to get D through the wish lists. Or just at this point, you may as well save all your advance tickets for the 1.5-year anniversary, skip the ReZero collab, and then summon on the 1.5-year anniversary. Amelia is mid at best. Rem is a rocket launcher enabler, but they're gonna end up copying their kits anyway and making them better. So save for a 1.5-year anniversary, which is hey Siri, how many days till well, actually,
it's today.
No. Hey Siri, how many days till April 25th?
It's 36 days until then.
Wait, 36 days and the 1.5-year anniversary will be here. And summon better units. So basically, we would need to, you know, basically open this all the way up. So we have filters, by the way. This is just a mock-up version. Do keep in mind that this is a mock-up version. This is definitely not how this actually works. So we're basically just trying to see the box of, is all I want to see. What's the box to make sure I'm not, like, getting myself too jacked up. All right, so we'll have, we need 6. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So they'll be up to there. That's good. I'm glad you listened to me. Alright, so the auto sorting filter would be back here. Good rest of your stream. Thank you in advance. I'll be off streaming myself. See ya. Alright, we'll see you later, Bruiser. Take care. Enjoy your day. Good sir. Thank you for stopping by. Alright, we know we'll need it to go one more just so that we have room regardless. So basically the sorter is gonna look like this. It is chest, hopper line, the sorter mechanism itself with the filter line right here. So it comes off, you feed them off into this. This is going to be the line that's going to be feeding from the, this line, this upper line feeds from the gold, or from the iron farm. The next line is our filter, and then the redstone mechanism where we'll make 6 of these tileable behind the We'll make 6 of them tileable behind this. So basically, we're looking at grab some terracotta here. Okay, so to explain this, this is the hopper that feeds into it. Get a little bit more height here. Alright, so this is the hopper that feeds into it. This is the sorting hopper. And then this is the feeding hopper. So, we'll need 3 lines of, so you need 3 lines of hoppers, and then after that, the rest of the hoppers just come down behind like this. So, you'll have this line that runs here of hoppers. You have this line that runs through here. This is your auto lockers. These you hopper lock right here. And then this line is what feeds your first line of chests. So, behind this, you're watching Big Brain at this moment, Chloe. You're watching Big Brain. Alright, so we're behind this. Okay. Alright. So, we have the feeding, we have all these different lines now. So, what does this look like from back here? Alright, so let's grab some hoppers and I'll show you the TLDR. Okay. So, we have our feeding line. Alright. Now, from here, we have our, I need something to stand on. We have our, this is our hopper locker. Which actually I shot the wrong way. Go figure. So, hopper locks get shot towards the chest. And this is the one thing about doing creative is I hate that I have to shift to do so much of this crap. Actually, wait, I was right. Put a torch here so I can see. Alright. So we hopper lock like this. And then this is the line that feeds our chests. So we're feeding the chest there. Now we have the... I can do this from the ground most likely because it's not that high up. Then we have our hoppers that feed each one of the main line chests. Alright. So it starts like this. You have a system that runs down like here. Now you need a building block, so we're going to get a solid block so that you can see it pretty well under here. and it works like this. So, it comes 3 over. One down. And this. And this should give you the idea of what we're looking at. All right, for the sake of the just demonstration here of this, I will clear this out a little bit more. We'll go up one more block for the demonstration as well. Okay. So now we need a comparator. We need redstone, torch, redstone, dust. So comparator, I need to go up one block. I gotta jump. Okay. So comparator goes here facing this. Do not turn it on. Redstone repeater, fired at the block. Oops, that's comparator. Redstone repeater, fired at this block, moving forward. And there you go. Now to hopper lock this is really simple. Grab any stackable item of value just to prove a point. I will really prove a point. All right, so oops. Take 40 blocks of any stackable item, whatever it happens to be. The way the hopper works is it needs to have 46 items to start dumping. That is your hopper lock. So there are 5 iron ingots, so this is the item that's going to go through. As soon as an iron ingot hits this, it will process it and it'll send it through. These other blocks will not drop because these are not what's being sorted, so only the iron is allowed through. So down here at the very bottom, you have the system. So if we were to start putting iron in here, let's do it this way so I can make this make sense. All right, so we're gonna break up some poppies, iron. All right, so start feeding it iron. There's some poppies, and there's some more iron. There's some poppies. So what's happening is the poppies are staying in here. Let's make a let's grab another hopper right here. And you can see that this may not work because I don't have power pulling it. Let's go down here and grab our iron one more time for the example. Alright, so you. You can see that it's pulling it very quickly. But, look what's right there. Nothing. Look what's in here. Actually, where did it go? Did it not work because I, Did it send it all the way to the end? Because I don't have it locked? Wait, where did they poppies go? Did I break this? Where are they? Oh, they're still in the hopper. That would make sense why. Okay. So, I'll show you a fully built system so you can look at it from that. But this is basically what you're doing. It's this one system here, this one piece, tiled for every chest you need. Actually, it's easier to just show you this one, because this is way more exposed. Alright, so there is the hopper system exposed back here. You have the feeding line right here that comes across from my auto feeder up here. We have 5 glow squid ink, 5 fish, 5 glow squid ink, 5 bones, 5 glow squid ink. The hoppers, or we have the comparators, into the hopper line that's actually feeding the top chest. Then below are the chests. Actually, this one isn't as accessible as I thought. Maybe we are better off looking at the other one. So, yeah, this is better to look at it this way. Let's light it up a little bit more in here. Take out some of the mood lighting. So, we have, ignore all this crap. But we have the feeding line, the hopper line, chest feeding line, and then the duplicate lines. This is the redstone system. It's just one line is one chest. It's not this whole thing. This is so crazy because this is the looting 3 auto smelting system I created. It took 4 auto sorters to get it to where I can hit this chest only with gold swords into the blast furnaces, which are fast enough to keep up with the amount of gold swords we're putting in. Regular furnaces will not burn fast enough. I would actually load all 6 of these up if it was normal furnaces. Blast furnaces, I can do 3 at a time. I've only had to hit blast furnace number 4, I think a couple times, because I got one random piece of loot. But with this system now, I do not get clogs with misaligned trash loot from the piglin farm. So this was Gigabrain. This took probably a week and a half to sort out to get this made. Can't tell you how many times we made this in creative from scratch. Because this whole thing is a friggin' nightmare. And we'll eventually be making a full video on this for the channel at some point, where I talk about creating the looting 3 system for this. Because it's not what any YouTuber ever says is enough for this. You have to understand how chests drop, how fast loot comes out of chests, why it's done this way, because we're trying to stall a crap ton of loot very quickly. The other ones don't need a system this intense because it's not getting looting 3. We only need a main feeding chest for 90% of these auto sorters. Just to keep this in perspective so that you understand how little I mean by this.
Night to smort for us. We'll never be able to keep up, but I pretend Captain.
Oh hey, the text-to-speech actually works! Thank you so much, Chloe, for the 100 biddies. I greatly appreciate it. You'll keep up. Don't worry. You'll learn. Your brain will adapt to this, and you'll be creating more complex crap than me before you know it. I have this one chest. Feed from my squid farm. That's all I need. That's it. Seriously. It's that simple. One chest feeds this, and I never have a backup. Because I'm not standing there trying to loot 3 something. But that's your auto-sorting system. I don't need a delivery chest that heavy like we have for the mob grinder, because this is just going to take in what comes off of the normal spawn. So all we're going to do is just run the delivery line across it. There won't even be a chest it pulls into. This will literally be the main line running on this purple terracotta. Will come in from the grinder, or from the golem farm, into the sorting line. And that'll be it. So we're going to need to create a cavity roughly like this back here, which will fit. We're not going to run into the... We don't run into this. So it'll be there. Ryan
Thanks
Stars.
for the lesson and taking your time to show it.
Thank you so much for the 200 biddies. I greatly appreciate it. Y'all didn't have to do that. This is just what I do. I hang out, we talk, we show Minecraft, and eventually this will be turned to a series. Thank you so much for the tier 1 sub as well. I really appreciate it. Welcome to the Plot Hunters. Can we get some plots in chat? Welcome in. If you are a part of the Discord, I also have the subscriber-only chat. I suck at talking in it, may I add. It's probably because I'm too busy and I forget to go say hi. But seriously, welcome. I appreciate it. You didn't have to do all that. I really appreciate y'all coming and hanging out. But unfortunately for me, it is 10:30. It is that time of morning where I now need to get back to work. I needed to go a little longer today because I got started late. So, that's going to be it for today. Like I said, we're going to spend the, probably the remaining Minecraft streams building the sorting room now for the golem farm. You kind of got to see a base mock version of it. Over the next, couple Minecraft streams, we'll actually build this from the ground up, and please feel free to come and hang out. I will explain it step by step as we do it again. Auto sorters are not that complex once you understand the base understanding of the system. It's really simple. I'll walk you guys through it again, and we'll build a... The only reason I need the chests this high is because it's such an AFK thing. I need to make sure that this has the iron storage that this thing can produce. Because if I AFK here for 8 hours, I don't want to have to worry about this backing up in 8 hours. So, that's going to be what we're going to do for the final few before we start the SMP. I got to get with Flutter over the next couple weeks, and actually days now. We're about 10, 12 days away from when I want to start it. So that's about 4 Minecraft streams left. Hopefully we can get the SMP ready. It's going to be a lot of fun. Anybody that I do know is allowed to come along. I'm not going to take first-time chatters into the world.
Also, Teresa Train, Minecraft Train Choo Choo.
Way to go, Chloe. Thank you so much for the another 100 bits. We have ourselves a hype train? Is that for real? We actually have a hype train going? It's not there yet? Don't worry about it. I appreciate it. Just the fact that we got close is cool enough for me. Everything looks amazing. Thank you so much for showing stuff. You're welcome. Knight's so humble to admit how much of a pro and 5-head he is. No, it's not that. This is, I'll be real, Chloe. This was a lot of struggle. This was a lot of recreating this world over and over and over and over again to build that system. That system was a lot. If Hellcrest, I know Zoo was here to witness it. There were several that witnessed me consistently reloading the world, going and failing it. I had one, oh my gosh. Zookeeper comes in at the end and gifts 5 subs to the community. Dude, you're a real one. Zoo, thank you so much for gifting 5 to the community. Let's see who ends up with it. Los Besto, don't know if you've ever been around. Serenix, I've seen you before. Code, I've seen you before. Patrick, I've seen. And Hexity is also the man, the myth, the legend. Thank you, Zoo. Welcome, everyone, to the Plot Hunters. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for the generosity. I really appreciate it. But before any other degeneracy happens, we need to get going before something happens around here that shouldn't happen. Thank you all so much for coming and hanging out. And it has been reached. Setting a record. Thank you so much. 1 bit too much. It's fine. 70 bits. We know you're aiming for that magical number. Thank you all so much for the support. I really appreciate it. I need to get going. I also have to get ready for somebody's stream here in a few minutes. I've got to go respond to a few emails about the project because we're starting a new character today and all that good stuff. And I see, oh, that's actually cool. That one's about the cover. Cover news is always great. So you had one job. You know what? I'm just gonna make sure that she has it in her DMs. Here you go. Where are you? Chloe, right here. Here you go. Just enjoy this Loki meme. And that's it. We're gonna wrap up. Let's go ahead and shut X and YouTube down and get this raid over to someone. We'll be back on tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. my time, 3 hours ago your time, 3.5 hours ago your time. We'll be continuing on the grind. Y'all enjoy the rest of your mornings, afternoons, evenings. If you're interested in some Black Desert news, go hang out with Chloe and her chat here in a little bit. She's going to be talking about Black Desert patch notes, and I'm curious to see her thoughts on a couple ideas that are in there. So, yeah. Y'all take care, and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. All right, YouTube is offline.